Hi everyone, this is Amara from Earth Star Rising, and today we're going to speak about the meaning of ancestral timeline healing, what it creates, and how I came across it. So thank you everyone for being here. And basically, it was a crazy ride in my life that led me on this journey of ancestral timeline healing, and it really did come about by me clearing my energy field and clearing my trauma, which allowed me to access parts of my DNA that had been locked away for thousands and thousands of years. So basically, ancestral timeline healing is clearing yourself at an absolute soul level where you are diving into your trauma and basically breaking it apart so that it no longer has power over you. Also understanding that this trauma was intentionally created in order to keep many of us in a really small space, and also understanding that this was done intentionally to keep us small because we're in ascension. This is our first incarnation where we have the opportunity to basically get our power back. So ancestral timeline healing is about you facing yourself at another level, because we all have this habit, and it's a taught habit, where if something's wrong, you push it away like it doesn't exist. And what this creates, it creates for this entity to basically hold on to you and keep on throwing back the same energy again and again until you face it. And when you're holding on to that energy, it's an energy that you actually radiate out of your energy field, and spirit will keep on returning that energy back to you again and again and again. So basically, the more you're traveling into yourself and the more you're facing yourself, the more you are collapsing timelines. And the more that you dive into yourself and the more that you collapse your timelines, the more you will start getting visions and having knowledge of the truth of who you authentically are before all these energies took over. There's no need for any hallucinogens, anything like that. It's as if you can naturally gain all those visions by allowing yourself the time and space to authentically drop in to the truth of who you authentically are. And yeah, honestly, like, it can be a traumatic journey in between, but realistically, it's more traumatic to continue to go through the same pattern and cycle again and again. So yeah, how I came upon this journey was very, very interesting. I had a very tumultuous upbringing, a lot of trauma, a lot of abuse on so many levels. Because I've cleared a lot of it, I'm now grateful for it, because it's become a gift where I can authentically help other people on their journey of healing also. It actually got to a stage everything was so out of control, and I just kept on fighting everything, and I just kept on going, and it actually got to a stage where I had a spider bite and I hallucinated for 3 months. And in those 3 months, I was basically dropped into past incarnations where I was shown how some of these energies had repeated themselves up the timeline and what they were still creating for me now. And I was shown how I had to forgive at a completely different level, but in order to truly forgive, I had to authentically face the energy and let go of the problem, and as soon as I would go into these timelines and face the energy and shift them, then my life would automatically shift and change on a physical level. During that time, no doctor, no one could get me better. And it was actually a healer that randomly came to my front door one day that gave me a couple of clearings where I started having visions of the fact that I had too many toxins in my system that had put me onto basically overdrive of a chemical overload in my body. So I got shown to go on a special diet, and within a week of just being on fruit, veg, nuts, water, I was able to function again. It was really interesting. Then after that, I was in a situation when my son almost died, and basically me clearing myself and my ancestral timeline is what saved his absolute life. There's more of a story on that on one of my other videos. And just to let people know that when you face yourself, you face your truth, and you let go of all the trauma and drama, and you allow yourself to align more and more with the light, then what happens is source starts coming through. Mother Earth energy starts coming through, and you start connecting at a completely different level. And it gives you the ability to perceive things through completely different eyes, and you're no longer seeing things through the drama and the trauma that you once did, and you start seeing things with clarity, and you're able to basically speak your truth in that moment to break the energy down as it comes to you. So the more focused you are on yourself, what you are feeling, the more you become the light that you came here to be. And as you do that, you are raising your vibrational frequency, and you are showing other people to do the same. Because realistically, when someone has an issue and we are basically feeding their drama by trying to save them, then nothing changes. If you can learn the truth and speak the truth, that's how you're going to make a difference in your life. The more you clear your ancestral timeline, the more you're going to heal your children, your children's children, yourself, and the frequency of the planet. For any further information, please get onto my website, Earth Star Rising, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Sending lots of love. Thank you for being here.